Okay. So who is this then? Oh, this is Doublecork. Okay. Did you know that?
What?
That this
Yeah.
was, okay.
I mean, I know what Geo looks like.
Okay, I did. Yeah, all right. Sorry about that. I was very confused. This matchup seems like it's honestly kind of like better than you'd expect it to be with Doc. Like,
I feel like the hallmark of like a mid-tier character that like, oh, they can do decent against Ices, man.
is Doublecork from here?
I've seen him at a few Chicago locals.
I see his Twitter like recommended to me a lot.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Honestly, he's
I
gotten
think
off
he
to
might
a
be
pretty
in
good
bot
start.
strat. I'm not sure. It's kind of a cool sounding tag though, Doublecork.
Interesting choice of Battlefield. I think very often, if you're Ices, you want to avoid Battlefield. Like that's the most platform coverage about all the stages. I wonder what Fluid banned.
Well, I mean, I think it was just want to start Battlefield, sure, but like, what could he? So, I don't know what stages Doc likes, but obviously Fluid doesn't like Yoshi's, and he probably doesn't like FOD.
Yeah.
And he would probably rather take Battlefield than what?
I think what's interesting though is like, usually when you're playing Ices, it's like the other character is going to do a lot more vertically than you are, and you're just playing ground. But I think Doc is also known to be a bad vertical character. So it's kind of like a whole new game where like the top platform is a lot safer, but it's a lot safer on both sides.
Do they usually like FOD more than Battlefield?
Ice climbers?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not quite sure. I imagine though that FOD is better because the side platforms can go down sometimes. It's a lot smaller of an area.
Yeah.
But at the same time, certain characters just don't have the ground mobility to keep up with Ices. Or get away from Ices, really.
So this is winners, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
it is.
Ooh, re-grab.
Why do we
Not
have so
sure if
many?
that's true or not.
Wait, so we've got Kuren, Doublecork, Q, and Geo. We got so many Dr. Marios from Chicago. Like, why?
That's kind of interesting, right? Because I feel like after Shroomed quit, like people just like thought Doc was dead. Like that's the last we'll ever see of him.
I only know of like 2 other Docs.
Yeah. I just feel like Doc is like a very common character for people to start out with. Like when you first start learning the game, right? You kind of like the idea of being a mid or low tier hero, and you just don't really understand like the pressure of like what it is and like how much nicer it is to just play a good character.
That was sick.
So like Doc's status as a borderline character, I feel like makes him very popular under certain circumstances.
Yeah, he's also just simple, right?
Yeah.
Like you've got a projectile, you've got your aerials all hit the way that they're expected. Actually, the one thing that I did learn recently that is weird, Dr. Mario's Nair actually does more damage.
Yeah.
It does more damage the more longer it's out.
Only move in the entire Smash series that's like that.
Yeah.
And Fluid cleans up game 1. You know, he actually lost first stock, but I feel like one of the advantages of Ice Climbers is that the opponent is just always tends to play passive, right? So you can give yourself a second if they aren't coming to you to just breathe and figure out what you're doing.
He got the momentum back.
Yoshi's. Wonder what was the ban then? Must be Fountain, right? Uh-oh.
Maybe.
That's a big Nana. Oh. Nana lives on.
Yeah, I guess it was Fountain.
Up air down smash. I like that. Now let's see how this Sopo works, right? I feel like it's a very common criticism of like the supposed wobblers that, you know, their Sopos are all garbage. But I feel like Fluid, he has the reputation of being the cool, non-wobbling Ices. And I feel like people are just going to naturally expect that a Sopo's a little more capable than your average player. Ooh, I like that Waveland back.
That was really nice.
And the
Reverse
back
air. There was something that Scar said where it's like the damage of Ices. Like I thought this was really like accurate. The damage that Ices deal like doesn't really match the sounds of them hitting. Like like their back air deals a lot of damage, and like you just don't expect and it's just like like you don't realize how much it deals. Like look at that.
Yeah, this has actually just been a lot of mileage off of Sopo. And right, Nana died, and you know, Doublecork wasn't even at a very high percent, like maybe 40s. And look at all this he's getting. Nair, not very late, so.
Gotta respect Sopo, I think.
Well, there he goes.
I think he's doing a decent job of it. Just Nair, safe.
Up air, yeah.
Forward air, no. That was good. I feel like, I mean, you can reaction tech chase with Sopo, I think.
For sure.
Like, I've seen it happen. There's like the clip of, I think, Fly Amanita or someone doing it to Fox. Like, Sopo, you don't lose. I mean, you lose a lot of your punish options, but it does. You are still capable of doing.
You still have good
crazy
mobility
things.
at least.
Yeah. The burst movement on this character is insane.
Oh, calls him out with the forward smash.
We're back to even. I wonder why. I think, like, I've asked about this before, but I don't remember getting a concrete answer. Like, why he holds light shield? Like, whether or not it makes it easier.
Right, because I feel like it mixes up your opponent's L cancel timing.
Oh, really?
Right, because, you know, it's based on when you land. It isn't like a predetermined input based on where you do your aerial. So you can, one of Icy's big strengths is that you can do a lot of variations in how you're shielding.
Oh, yeah, you can shield.
So, like, you can make it
shield and light shield, yeah.
And then you can, like, make it much harder for the opponent to properly space their aerials.
That should desync them too, right?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Peach is considered so strong versus Icy's, is that she doesn't have to care about that at all. If she's coming down at you, you can't just set up a light shield and expect to maybe cheese out a shield grab.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Up air, still living. But these recoveries have been pretty tough. Calls up the spot dodge.
Oh, wow. That was fully charged.
I feel like Ice Climber is one of those characters who naturally do pretty well against spot dodges, right?
Yeah.
Oftentimes the timings that you're setting up, especially when you have both, it can be, you can just have them just catch it. You weren't even really expecting it at all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, get up attack from mana. Oh, but that spot dodge worked out. Oh. Oh, I like that bait a lot, right? Everybody must have been assuming that, you know, Doublecork was going to go in after Nana. He's able to get a hit. And he jumps out of the dared regrab.
I thought you could only do that on Falcon and Marth, but maybe that they just weren't considering Doc.
Yeah, maybe like SDI out jump or something.
Yeah. Well, there are definitely. I'm pretty sure
big
you cannot do that to Fox. I think he's too light.
And he gets him
takes
again.
the game.
Doublecork is definitely like pumped. You can see, right?
Getting a crowd here.
He's taking this seriously.
This would be definitely an upset.
Oh, is he gonna go Marth? Oh no. Fluid might go Marth, not Doublecork.
I don't think that would be too smart.
Go back? That'd be an interesting choice.
What? Okay, to be fair, it's possible that without wobbling, this stage becomes better, but I really don't see how, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like we just saw a prime example, right, where Doc just kind of fared at him and, like, he jumps into one and then you're dead.
I guess you don't really care about dying early, because if you get separated and Nana gets hit away, Nana's going to die either way, because that's
true.
It's not like on Dreamland, Nana's going to live
But
longer.
I think Nana is infamously dumb when it comes to Randall. I feel like I've seen a lot of situations
Randall?
where Nana just tries to just jump at Randall just because.
Yeah, back air, like, very strong move. Does not sound like it is, but it is.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of damage here.
Oh, wait,
nice
that tech might have saved him the game. You know, it's already an uphill battle, but without that tech, I feel like he would be completely out of it.
He could have jumped, maybe a jump tech would have gotten him actually back on stage, but it's hard enough to react to
regrab
normally. When I said, like, holding light shield, he also does it there. Like, during the chain grabs. I wonder why. It might just be to keep the desync or something.
Double down smash.
Oh, I think good option coverage.
That's actually a big interaction that we've seen a lot, is that Fluid is using, like, these rising aerials off the edge. And it's been really critical in, like, just getting this edge guard on Doc. Because Doc is one of those characters who's known to have, like, an uncommon recovery where, you know, if you haven't practiced it before, you can't just improvise your way through it. Like, his
edge guarding it?
Yeah, it's, like, bad, but it's, like, it's bad in its own, like, way.
Oh, what was that?
Fluid might be throwing some stuff.
I don't know if that can kill at that percent. Can it? I thought up B was, like, very weak.
I think up B can be strong. It might have a lot of hitboxes, though.
I thought you had to hit, like, at the start.
Oh,
And that should
that's
be the
pretty
game.
tough. Jump, no jump.
Fluid
Good
takes
showing
it.
by Doublecork
Yeah.
nonetheless. Fluid's definitely one of the strongest players
2-1.
around at this tournament. And, you know, he still ran him pretty close.
Yeah. So Fluid makes it into winner's side top 64, and Doublecork has to play one more set, I believe.
Yeah.
You lost to Zets?
Lost to Zets and Gario. What's the game off of Zets?
Nice job.
You'd love to see it.
Zets is like 6th in Ohio. Yeah, he is good. He beat Curve.